Hello students, as you know that our subject is for this semester Constitution and Indian Political System. So today I would like to give an overview of what exactly Indian political system is. Before we proceed, it is very important to know that the political system is itself a subsystem of a social system. See, it is basically a reflection of our society, that how the society works. Every country has a different political system. Like as you know, India follows a liberal democratic system, and it is basically a mirror image of how we wanted our country to be. So just to take a look, it is very important to discuss few major aspects of the, or you can say, the main features of Indian political system. The scholars may differ on the definition. However, generally the political system fall into three broad categories: liberal democratic system, totalitarian system, and autocratic system. Although India has adopted the liberal democratic system infused with liberal principles of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Indian political system have different features. The first and the foremost feature is that Indian political system is democratic. That means that the people under the age of 18 are above the age of 18. They are eligible to elect and select their government, and they have got the right to vote without discrimination of caste, color, creed, gender, education, etc. If we talk about the other important features, Indian political system has always seen that it has been dominated by elites. Some of the major elite groups which has dominated the political system includes bureaucrats, judges, media persons, industrialists, etc. Leaders, well, there are few major political parties in which leaders have occupied the big positions. In fact, in India, the political parties have been formed around single persons. We can say that the political parties are always being formed around one man army sort of thing. For example, Telugu Desam Party is formed around N.T. Ramarao. We have parties like Bharatiya Lok Dal, which formed around Charan Singh. We have BSP, which is formed around Mayawati. Then TMC around Mamata Banerjee, AIADMK around Jayalalitha, and Aam Aadmi Party around Arvind Kejriwal. In fact, one of the major national parties which has dominated the politics of Indian politics for not less than seven decades, that is Congress, which has been formed around Gandhi family. So there is a tendency of our political system that the parties which have been formed so far, they are dominated and they are being run by one member. So it is one of the major aspect which has dominated the Indian party system. If we go further, Indian political party has a single party dominance as well. As we have just discussed that Congress enjoyed the monopoly since independence. From the last 70 years, it has enjoyed the monopoly of running the means monopoly of having a single party without any strong opposition. It has run the entire country. Well, there are few other aspects which can actually affect the Indian political system, that are that it is based on religion and language. Unlike other democratic system where the political parties are formed on the basis of social, economic, and political program, a large number of political parties in India have been formed on the basis of religion and language, like Shiv Sena, AIMM, which is a political party of Owaisi, Akali Dal, Muslim League, Hindu Mahasabha. These are the political parties which are basically formed keeping in mind the ideology of a particular religion. Like either they follow Hinduism or they are very restricted toward the Islam. So this is one of the major reasons that the political parties have not been formed on the basis of how their development will be on the social and economic basis of the country. Rather, they differentiate people on the basis of religion. Another important aspect is that there was a major drawback in Indian political system, that there was no opposition from a very long time since independence. In fact, the Congress enjoyed the monopoly of the initial 3 decades, 30 years. It enjoyed the monopoly alone, and later on also when the Janata Party came in form, it was not in a situation to serve as a opposition in a very strong way. Recently, the scenario has changed, and the opposition has started playing effective role in Indian politics. If we talk about further, there is growing impact of regional political parties as well. The presence of large number of regional parties exercised tremendous influence on the politics of the country, which contributed the growth of disparity, caste interest, religion, linguistic sections in the society. This is basically a drawback because unlike America and unlike Britain, where we have a tendency of two-party system, in India we have a multi-party system type of government we have in our country. But these parties have been developed according to their regional interest. So it is not exactly serving for the country. It is basically serving for the particular region, which can affect the total political system of the entire country. If we go further, there are some other aspect as well. There are very few political parties, famous political parties, which actually form on the basis of caste, communalism, and factionalism, like DMK, Shiv Sena, RLD, JMM, TMC, PDP. These are the major political parties which have their presence, very successful presence in the country, but they do not serve for the nation. They serve for a particular region, and of course, they have some regional issues. So, which basically, if we talk about the Lok Sabha elections, it affects the Lok Sabha elections, and of course, not a single party get the majority. And when they form the government in coalition, this will not serve the purpose, and it increase the issues of corruption and other issues. So it is not basically for the development of the country and for the development of the people. These are the major aspect which is affecting the political system and affecting the growth of the country. Another important aspect is regionalism, means love of a particular region or area in preference to the country as a whole. There are numerous political parties which shows deep interest on the religion sentiments have entered into the political system, who work on certain parameters, and of course which increase, as I've just discussed, which increase the issues like corruption. The parliament, judiciary, as well as public opinion have expressed concern about the growing political corruption, but the political leaders have by and large tried to shield even corrupt ministers. The magnitude of corruption have seen unearthing a series of scams like Colgate, Commonwealth, 2G, Vyapam scam, etc. Moreover, if we really want to know the overview of the entire political system, it is very important that to know the defections in our system. Yes, of course, it is mentioned in our constitution that we can definitely, every citizen have a right to open, to start a political party and to give his or her opinion. But so far the kind of political system which we have followed have increased certain problems in our country as well. The last point which I would like to discuss is political defections and floor crossing. During elections, it is a very general tendency that you'll find ministers and leaders, they change their political parties, they suddenly change their ideologies. Sometimes they fight for from Congress, and if they see that the BJP has a chance to win the election, they change their political parties and ideologies. So this is one of the major aspect which actually affects and it shows their promote it shows their narrow political interest. The last point which I would like to discuss is political defection or floor crossing. It has been an important feature in Indian politics, and it's a very common tendency which we find in our leaders, that when they see that during election, when they see that the other party has a chance to win the election, or they, you know what they do, they try to switch their ideologies. A few years back they may be fighting from a different ideology. Suddenly when they see that the other political party has a chance to win, they change their ideology and they just switch to other political parties. So these defections, these floor crossing, of course it also shows their narrow political interest. Moreover, we have discussed the overview as what kind of political system which we have in our country, and what are the defections, the major defections that exist in the political system. See, before we discuss and before we learn the entire political system, it is very important for every student to understand that what are the basic nature of the political system in our country, and what are the defections it carries, so that we can understand the major aspect later. Thank you.